my cyclists out there, today's coaching is for you. Now, you all know you're supposed to do something after cycling to counteract that one position you've been doing for the last couple of hours. But your typical routine of stretching your quad and touching your toes is not going to cut it. Lucky for you, I'm going to show you 2 quick stretches to counteract the repercussions of riding that bike, so keep watching. What's up guys, Matt Pippin here, and I've been a strength and mobility coach for over 15 years, helping over 1,000 professional, collegiate, and everyday athletes move, feel, and perform at their highest level. For all of you cyclists, the 2 areas of the body that need the most attention post-ride are the thoracic spine, so like from here to here, and your hips. These 2 areas take a beating. The thoracic spine is essentially completely still like this throughout the duration of your ride. Now your body is always adapting to what we put it through, so when you're in this curled position for a prolonged period of time, your body adjusts to what it thinks its new normal is. When riding, your hips are going through this repetitive motion of up and down, up and down. The exercise I'll show you today will counteract that by introducing rotation and lateral movement. Now first up, we're going to attack the thoracic spine. Now, I personally prefer to do this stretch in a seated position because then you can't move your hips all that much, but you can definitely do it standing as well. So typical options I have when I'm with a client is I'll have them sit in a chair with like a back to it, so like a easy folding chair works really, really well, because then you can kind of keep from here down on the chair, or I have them do it standing, or I'm going to show you guys with a yoga block, because I like doing this with a cross-legged position, because then I really can't move my hips. So I'm going to turn to the side for you guys. I'm going to put the yoga block underneath me, and it just makes it easier for me to sit. So if I'm in this position, you guys can now see from the side. So we're essentially going to do thoracic flexion and extension. So what I want to think about is, you know those heart rate straps you guys wear? Don't let anything below there come to the party, because my thoracic spine basically ends at my ribs up into the base of my neck. So right from here to here is my area of focus. That's the only part of my spine I want involved here. Now, you're probably going to ask when you see me flex forward, like, why would you want to flex forward if you just spent all that time? Well, you were sitting there passively like this. We're now going to go do it actively. When you do it actively, it's kind of like your nervous system's like, okay, I'm going to release that stuff because now I trust you to go move. And that's going to actually allow me to get more extension. So just keep that in mind. That's why I'm going to show you flexion and extension, not just extension, okay? So to begin, take your chin and try to put it as close to your chest as possible. Kind of think like you're crushing like a tennis ball underneath your chin into your chest, because I don't want this movement to happen, because that's not my thoracic spine. Secondly, take your right hand, put it on your left shoulder, your left hand on your right shoulder, keep that chin down, and now get up as tall as you can. Now I'm going to try to keep here down this cylinder completely still. I'm going to now try to pull myself down and forward, like I'm trying to point the crown of my head forward. You're not going to go very far. If you did go far, you probably went like this, and you see how I engaged other things. So I'm coming down, feeling a nice stretch in my upper back. Now from here, I'm going to try to lift my sternum up to the ceiling. And I should feel good engagement in my mid-upper back and hold. That's as high as you're going to get. If you went more, you would lean back. Now we're going to reverse it. We're just going to do 10 reps each direction. Flexion. Try to point the sternum down to your feet. And now extension. Lift that sternum up to the ceiling. Keep your chin on your chest. Back down. Back up. Might be able to get a little bit more extension after every rep. Back down. This is 4. And up. 5. Back down. And up. Good. Check in. Make sure your back is still flat. You haven't swayed forward or back. Keep that chin on the chest. Back down. Curl that upper back. It's almost like you're trying to turn your upper back into like a candy cane. And then extend it. Back down. You guys notice the pace that I'm doing here. Go slow. Speed hides need. Back up. And down. You should be able to get a little bit more. It's almost like a crunch, if you kind of think of it like that. Back up. Last one, here we go. All the way down. And all the way up. And relax. All right, guys, so that's thoracic flexion and extension. Next up is all about the hips. So since cycling takes place moving the hips in this direction, basically up and down, we got to make sure we're taking our hips in all the other directions they're capable of so we don't lose these abilities. Now, this is crucial for a healthy, functioning hip. So to perform this exercise, we're going to start by laying on our side with our right leg on top. So if you have that yoga block still here, great. If not, you can always just use a pillow, or you can just support your head like so. I like the pillow though because it's one less thing I have to think about. So from here, if I'm going to work my right leg, I'm going to take my right hand and I'm going to put it on my butt cheek. So the exercise that we're doing is called a sideline right leg hip CAR. CAR stands for controlled articular rotations, and it's basically a fancy way of saying I'm going to take my right hip through all of the ranges of motion that it can produce. That way I don't lose it. So this is super, super crucial after your ride. We just want to make sure we don't lose any of our healthy hip function because we're doing the same thing over and over again. So we're going to go 5 reps. So from here, I want to keep my hand on my butt cheek so my hips don't roll back and forth. From here, I'm going to pull my knee toward my waist. I'm going to hold. From here, I'm going to lift the knee up, hold. Keep this knee still and just see if you can lift your foot higher than your knee, and you're going to feel this kind of gross sensation right here in the pocket. That's internal rotation. This is super, super crucial. From here, I'm going to start to track my foot back and try to get my foot higher. Foot higher as my knee keeps going back. When I can't get any more, I'm going to let my knee come down. It's going to almost touch my other leg. And then I'm going to pull through and I'm going to hold back in that starting position. Now I'm going to reverse it. I'm going to take my foot straight back, hold. I should kind of feel my butt cheek turn on a little bit. Get that foot up first. Then try to pick the whole leg up. This is where it gets a little confusing. Good. I'm going to get back to this position, and then I'm going to close the door. That's 1 rep. We're going to go right back to it. Open the door. Rotate that foot higher than the knee if you can, and then I'm going to keep trying to get more rotation. So I'm always trying to lift this foot as I reach back, down, pull through, and pause. Reverse it. Right foot goes back, foot up, come up, and over, close the door. That's 2. Yes, you should be burning like crazy right here. Let's get 3 more. Knee up toward the chest, open. Let's see if we can get a little bit more rotation because our hips getting kind of prepped and primed. Pull down, through, reverse it, hold, foot up, 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 and over. Close. 2 more. I know we call it stretching, guys, but this is a way better way than just sitting there passively hanging out. This is active stuff. I'm building a more controllable hip, which is actually going to improve your cycling. So it's like we're killing 2 birds with 1 stone here. 1 more, guys. Up. Rotate. And then you go. Feel that stuff here. Good. Down. Pull it through. Pause and reverse, hold, lift the foot up, 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 hold, close the door, and relax, and your butt cheek should be on fire. So now I'm going to switch, guys, and show you the other side. So sometimes when we go to do the other side, our bottom leg, since it just got worked, is going to want to try and help, and it's going to push down, and you might cramp. It's okay. Just try your best not to actively push your right leg into the ground. It's going to happen a little bit, but just try not to do too much of it. So from here, I'm going to lay on my left or my right side. Use your pillow if you got it. If not, you can kind of hold this pose, whichever one you got. Take your left hand. Let's go on your butt cheek. Knee to chest. 5 reps again, guys. Up. Rotate. Swoop back. So I can get my foot a little bit higher on this side because I can. Knee down, pull through. Now I know everyone out there is going to want to try and speed up, especially right through here. Resist that urge. Slower is better, guys. It builds more control, and it helps get all those good restorative properties into that hip after what you guys have been doing on that bike. Down, pull through, pause, reverse, stick that foot straight back. Try to get your foot up first, then lift the whole leg, keeping the foot a little higher than the knee, and then right there it has to swing around. Just go slow, guys, and you really can't mess it up as long as you're going slow and just feeling all that stuff in that femur and that hip socket. Come down, pull through, reverse, up, 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 pause, and down. Back up, hold. See if you can get that foot above your knee, feel the sticky in the hip. Come down and pull through. Pause, reverse, hold, up, over, and down. Here we go, guys. Last one. Open, rotate, smooth, feel that glute, down and through, reverse, up, 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 and close. Awesome job, guys. So we did 10 reps of that thoracic flexion and extension, and then we just did 5 reps of the sideline hip car. And so now, guys, you know exactly what you're supposed to be doing post-cycling. There's no more guesswork. Plus, it doesn't take that much time. 10 reps each way for the thoracic flexion and extension, and then 5 reps each side for the sideline hip car to make sure your body is ready for your next ride. For even more of my favorite mobility exercises to bulletproof your body, click the link below where you can get my 3 must-have mobility moves for free. Now once you try them, you'll see why they're my all-time favorite. And if you found today's coaching helpful, give me a like or a share so I know what tips you guys want to see more of. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you're not missing out on all the awesome content we have coming your way. Take it easy, guys. Remember to be strong, be bold.